The government is looking into matching a shilling for every 2 shillings savings made by those in the informal sector in a bid to inculcate a savings culture in the country. The president says the savings culture currently existing in the country through the NSSF cannot sustain life after employment. And as Brenda Wanga reports, those who will have saved 6,000 shillings per year will get an additional 3,000 shillings boost from the government during the period.
This is just entering the chamber.
During the sitting, the president also outlined his government's social security plans for Kenyans past their active employment years. Part of the plan include reforming the existing National Social Security Fund savings system that currently sees employees save 200 shillings per month towards their retirement safety net. The president says the current retirement plan, which only covers those in formal employment, falls short of its intended purpose and locks out those in the informal employment sector.
The meager current contribution of Kenya shillings 200 a month adds up to 72,000 over 30 years. There is no rate of return on earth that can grow this into an adequate pension. I mean, we just have to be honest with ourselves.
The president further contends that the inadequacy in the government's NSSF and the existing private saving infrastructure has only served to further impoverish the very people it is intended to serve.
Not surprising, many Kenyans scramble to provide for themselves by investing in the 50 by 100 plots of land, thereby exacerbating the problem of land fragmentation, price inflation, as well as land fraud.
The government now wants to turn this narrative around by encouraging Kenyans, especially those in the informal sector, to save for their future in a more structured and purposeful manner through a national savings drive that will be supported by government contributions.
We intend to overhaul our social security infrastructure to make it inclusive, to encourage those excluded to save. I will be proposing a national savings drive to encourage those in the informal sector to set up their retirement savings plan.
In the proposed plan, anyone who would have managed to save 6,000 shillings in a year would benefit from the plan that sees the government contribute 1 shilling for every 2 shillings saved, meaning the worker would get 3,000 shillings as savings from the government. The president's proposals come barely a week after the Employment and Labour Relations Court voided the National Social Security Fund Act prohibiting mandatory deductions by employers from their employees' salaries. The court also refrained NSSF from applying the sections of the disputed laws to employees who have alternative pension or social security schemes unless the employees choose to be members.
As questions in regards to how
Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.